Supporters of both former police officer Christopher Schurr as well as Patrick Lyoya have gathered outside, as we just saw and heard in Callie's live shot a couple of minutes ago, since the start of the trial. 13 on your side's Josh Albertus joins us now live from downtown Grand Rapids with those rising tension between the two sides, and we can still hear it, Josh.
Yeah, Juliet, we can. And before we take you into those two different sides, I want to show you again what we're seeing behind us. A lot of tension, and it really seemed like an eruption there for a moment where police had to move in amongst the groups that are demonstrating over there, that are protesting. But also, Jeremy, if you want to come over here, show what's over here as well. The police that were over here, we have Wyoming PD here, we have Grand Rapids police here, and now they have kind of moved over to the terrace area over here as these tensions have continued for the time being. And so we heard this morning from some of the different people who were here on these different sides to hear what they had to say as they continue demonstrating here today.
This has really tore at the fabric of our society.
Day 7 of the trial of former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schurr, charged with murder in the death of Patrick Lyoya. The jury still without a verdict as of the early afternoon, as demonstrators waited for a decision. Over a week into the trial, sights like these haven't gone away. Some continuing to hope for what they feel would be accountability.
Justice for Patrick!
He had other choices to make. And I think that we need to see this, that there's accountability here, because otherwise, how do we trust a police force?
While others have continued to assert Schurr was unjustly charged.
He was in the fight for his life. He did what he was trained to do. It is tragic that a young man lost his life, but he took that taser. Officer Schurr really thought he wouldn't have went home that day if he didn't do what he did.
Many supporters of the Lyoya family believing Patrick's identity as a black man cannot be ignored in the case.
It's so important for me to be out here because myself and other local activists have been demanding some accountability within the Grand Rapids Police Department, demanding that they do something about the rampant racism within the department.
Supporters of the former officer, rather, feel the case was about the fear Schurr may have felt in the moment he had to decide.
Our law enforcement, they need us. It's a tough job. And he really, really felt in his heart, if he didn't do what he did, he wasn't going to go home that day to his wife, Brandy. And he deserves to.
The death of Lyoya making this moment both passionate but also solemn.
If he's found not guilty, that doesn't mean he's a winner. There's no winners here. A young man lost his life. The whole situation is tragic.
As the jury inched closer to deciding Schurr's fate, many hoping in the shadow of the trial, the community could find a way forward.
What needs to happen is dialogue between the community and the police department, rather than, taking sides. But until that dialogue happens, there is going to be sides. And I, for one, am going to stand up and take a side.
And of course, we had been hearing hopes throughout the week that, there would be peace, but whether or not that happens, what this behind me is going to look like even in just a few minutes, we're going to keep you up to date on what's happening here and what all plays out. But for now, outside the Kent County Courthouse, Josh Albertus, 13 on your side.